All right, so we're back from our stitch break. Now onto some more texture. So we are going to learn a new texture stitch today, and that is going to be the front post double crochet. I use this a lot. I use it along with the third loop half double crochet because it makes a really nice ridged effect look like you get with the half double crochet in the third loop, but this works with double crochets. There is a front post stitch and a back post stitch. Today we are going to go over the front post stitch and we'll worry about the back post later. But I have a starting double crochet foundation actually, of 15 stitches. And we're just gonna jump right in. So I finished my row and I've already chained one to turn my work. Now, personal preference here is when I start my rows when I'm using post stitches, I do not do a post on my first or my last stitch. So I'm just gonna double crochet into that first stitch as I normally would. This just makes it easier to find your stitches because the post stitches, they kind of turn things and scrunch things up, and I just like having clean edges. So I just do a basic double crochet in the first stitch. Now, to do a front post double crochet is you are going to yarn over first, and then you can see your post of your next double crochet right here. So that's a post. And what you want to do a front post is going through the front of your work. You want to go between those two double crochets and then basically put your hook around and then poke it back through from the back to the front. And you can see that it pulls that entire post forward onto your hook. And then you yarn over and pull that loop around the back and back out the front. So you see we've pulled through that post. And then you just finish your double crochet as you normally would. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now you can see it gives this nice stacked effect. It pulls that first double crochet out and it gives you a nice ridge effect there. And then on the back side, as we do more, you will actually see a ridge going across this way, because with doing the post stitches, it'll basically fold, for lack of a better word, though the regular stitch, the normal 2 loops, are gonna bend forward. So you just get a very nice texture on both sides. So we're gonna work one more. So that's yarn over, going between your 2 stitches. You're gonna go through the front and then come around and back out. And basically you're gonna put that post onto your hook like so. Yarn over, and you're gonna pull up a loop and then work a double crochet as normal. And you can see it just really pulls these stitches out, kind of looking like a cable, and then you can start to see that ridge effect on the back there. So I'm gonna do, and then this is how you would do your, if you were working the basket weave stitch or the waffle stitch, which, yes, I will go over both of those stitches in the future. But yes, post stitches are great and very important when it comes to making very textured stitches. They are used for cable stitches. They are used for, like I said, creating ridges. I use them a lot with my shawl patterns. And like I said, I use them alongside the half double crochet in the third loop because I just like the effect that it gives. So I'm just working across to the end of this row so I can show you guys the full effect. of the front post. Actually, let me undo a couple of these. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 front posts. So I'm going to do a couple basic doubles so you can really see that difference. I'll do a couple more posts. Remember, so you're going through your work, coming back out, pulling up that post onto your hook, you yarn over, pull that loop around the back, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. It's really easy. It's just a play on the double crochet, really. It's more so where you're placing your hook to pull up the post instead of go through the stitches. And this is what I mean as far as like when I get to the end of my row, I've got 1 stitch left, but because the post stitches, it kind of curls it back this way. So I want to keep a nice straight clean edge. So I'm just going to double crochet into this stitch, if I can grab it properly, as I normally, come on, there we go, as I normally would. And it stops that curl and just keeps that edge nice and clean. So we've got 5 front posts over here, and then we've got 5 more over here. And then I just did 3 basic double crochets right here in the middle. But as you can see, I'm trying to really get this, but you can see that these front post stitches actually stick up a little bit from my work. And then the basic double crochets are still nice and flat and in line with each other. And then we go back to the front post stitches where they're pulling up a little bit. And then if we flip it over, you can see the really nice ridged effect that you get with the front post stitches as well. So these are front post, these are just regular double crochet, so they're nice in line again. And then these are the remainder of those post stitches we did. So both sides of this, honestly, it looks great. So we've got front post where they're poking out kind of cable-like, and then on the opposite side, you get that really nice, strong, ridged look. I personally use it a lot more for the ridges versus the cabled look. But again, it really depends on the project that I'm working on and doing. It's a great texture stitch to know. That's pretty much the gist of it. And to continue on, again, just chain 1, double crochet in that first stitch, and just follow the same thing. And it gets a little, after you do the first row, you can see the spaces between your stitches a little bit better to work your post stitches from there. Again, one last time, that's yarn over. You're going to go through the front of your work, and you're going to come around through the back and poke back out the front. So you've got that entire post on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a new loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there we have done another front post stitch. Now, if you were working back and forth in rows like this, and you're doing front post stitch every single row, your ridges are going to change back and forth between each row. So you'll have a ridge on both sides of your work. If you want to have the ridges only on one side, just offset your front post stitches by 1 row. So do 1 row of post stitches, and then 1 basic row of double crochet, and then another row of post stitches. So all of your ridges will be on the exact same side. But that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, you go, have fun. Show me how your granny square is going. Mine is currently not next to me, so I can't show it to you. But yeah, go ahead and practice. I'm gonna go. I actually have to go pick up my son from school. So I will catch you later. Bye.